everyone, and now welcome to a game. This is going to be between Happy and Foggy. This game taking place here on Echo Isles. Foggy has spawned as the red night elf over here on the top right hand side of the map. Meanwhile, Happy has spawned as, well, the yellow undead over here on the top left. Yellow versus red, Happy versus Foggy in this 1v1 matchup here on Echo Isles. A lot of Echo Isle today. Hopefully this does not turn into a large lull of a game during that late mid game before we see that final battle, which often does happen on Echo Isle. All right, what are we expecting to see in this matchup? Are we going to be looking at Keeper of the Grove with a bunch of followed up with Foggy? That will try hero, being able to get your demon hunter to level 3 and, well, being able to mana burn any of the 3 major undead heroes represents a big loss to Happy and his firepower. We are going into an earlier graveyard as we see a Death Knight come out, so it is going to be Crypt Fiend opening coming in from Happy. Happy versus Foggy actually happening at the moment too. Are they playing on ladder, or is there an actual tournament going on? One of the biggest esport rivalries for sure. Yes. All right. Let's go ahead and make our way through here. Ogre Warrior, well, battling it up, gonna be able to get some damage here as the Ancient of War making its way to try and clear out some of these trees here. All right, Ogre Warrior about to get taken down. Meanwhile, Acolyte making his way over. Keeper of the Grove is here, gonna finish things off. Picks up a Gloves of Haste for the faster attack, not summoning up any Trents or using or even choosing an ability as of yet, as Foggy may want to spend the time to perhaps try and get in some, well, entangles on some ghouls early on to take them out. W3 Champions Ladder, some ladder games. All right. Meanwhile, Keeper of the Grove has made its way back down to the south here. Acolyte, well, pacing back and forth, wanting to see where the Keeper of the Grove is going to be trying to clear out next, as the Trent's now absorbing a bit of damage. So Happy advances to fight Foggy. I'm not going to, if you want information on Dreamhack, I do not want to give any information about what actually happened in Dreamhack. I cast highlighted games from the series, and if you guys know the order of the games, then you guys also know the outcome of matches. So this is game 1, by the way. 2 more coming up tomorrow. All right, yeah, no spoilers whatsoever. Trent's now making their way back over. Death Knight now, well, dancing around back and forth here as the archers, well, getting in some damage back around. Keeper of the Grove going to be doing a little bit of prancing, trying to keep that Death Knight away, but the Death Knight really trying to line up a Death Claw to perhaps steal the experience from that Ogre Magi. Archer now actually trying to Shadow Meld, and finally able to Shadow Meld right there, as the Death Knight still representing a possible kill steal on experience from that Ogre Magi and or those Forest Troll Trappers. Coming back through. All right, archers are in position. We are looking at, are we getting some Crypt Fiends yet? No Crypt Fiends. The graveyard just placed down to improve lumber harvesting early on, as the Keeper of the Grove trying to chase down those units. However, skeletal minions not really worthy of an entangle. Trents are joining in as well. The forces of nature, 15 to 17 damage compared to the skeletal minion, 14 to 15 damage. Well, damage still pushing back and forth. Death Knight now making its way back across here. We do see a Tree of Life that did get scouted out by Happy off to the side, as the Renegade Wizard trying to retreat back. Keeper of the Grove wants to keep this, well, creep camp off of this Tree of Life. Tree of Life took a little bit of damage, but not very much, as the Death Knight now just going to wander on in here, finish off the Ogre Magi, as ensnares are going down. All right, not a true experience kill per se, but still able to take down the Ogre Magi and the Forest Troll Trappers underneath Foggy's nose, and taking a little bit of an experience lead. if he wants to, he can go back to his base with a couple of ghouls and easily clear out his expansion now, pick up that item, and see what good it does him. All right, Staff of Teleportation picked up by the Death Knight as well. Is he going to be, well, jumping around the map? That is the question. 26 supply compared to 36, as Foggy does have the larger army as of now. Trent's, well, it's a little cold. Trent's absorbing a bit of damage here. It's Ogre Mauler. You guys can see what's going on.
Player's forces are under attack.
Coming back around, Death Knight going after the Tree of Life that was under construction. Wisp trying to do some repairs, and there's a quick detonation as the Death Knight tried to get in that attack there. Mana burn onto that Death Knight as well, removing quite a bit of mana, as well as the Demon Hunter most likely going to be creeping alongside the Tree of Life to try and get to level 2 and eventually level 3. That is the great ability. The Demon Hunter at level 3 and the Keeper of the Grove at level 3 make for such a nasty duo, as the Keeper of the Grove can now come across here with level 2 Entangle to try and, well, put a bit of harassment on the undead base. That's what the Keeper of the Grove is just really good at doing, and it buys time for the Demon Hunter, who is going to be getting to level 2 here in just a moment, to get to level 3 and then cause a bit of problems. There's an Entangle here, and is that, well, Ghoul gonna get Death Coiled? Most likely, yes. Death Knight sitting at level 2. Is that Ghoul, is it going to be enough to kill it, though? I don't believe so, especially while on Blight. As we can see, Dust of a... Well, how did they spot that? There's the Death Coil for the save right there. And, well, that Ghoul looked like it could have been taken out. Coming back around, the Keeper of the Grove sitting at level 3. We're going to go into an engagement here. There's an ensnare as the Demon Hunter wants to get to level 3. And, well, we'll have a little bit of difficulty doing it if the Keeper of the Grove stays nearby. Demon Hunter going to be staying at level 2 very... Well, nope. I take it back. Keeper of the Grove backing off in time as the Ogre Magi falls, giving a wand of mana stealing to that Demon Hunter. Not the item he was really looking for, though, as he most likely wanted a potion of greater healing or a potion of invulnerability. Wand of mana stealing on a Demon Hunter has one and one purpose only: to be really sold back at the shop, as the Demon Hunter sits back at level 2. All right, apparently he doesn't want to sell. Yeah, it doesn't make a lot of sense for the Demon Hunter to keep up or use that Wand of Mana Stealing. And I really feel as though that Wand of Mana Stealing should give perhaps like 75 mana per steal. Right, 75 mana per steal seems to be a little bit better than just... Right. Well, otherwise, a potion of greater mana gives you 225 mana, or 250 mana. So, a potion of greater mana, well, nets you more mana, is instantaneously usable, and overall has a much more positive effect, as you're gaining 250 as opposed to, well, doing a swing of only 200. And the potion of greater mana can be used immediately, as opposed to the Wand of Mana Stealing having a cooldown effect. I don't know. Wand of Mana Stealing always felt a little bit disappointing to me. Coming back through, Happy is setting up an expansion of his own over here on the bottom left-hand side of the map. Demon Hunter sitting at level 3. Keeper of the Grove at level 3. Well, summoning up Trents and then making their way back inside of the main base here. Not quite sure what Foggy is afraid of, but Foggy using that mana for no reason, burning through 100 and now retreating back. Coming back around, Happy is doing a much better job, well, creeping out this time, and he's going to be able to get to level 3 on his Lich as well. Obsidian statues are in play. There are destroyers as well to help deal with Entangle and also those Trents, as... well, the mass archer army getting ready and into position. Archers, 21 to 25 damage. The improved bows. We are at Tree of Eternity. I don't see... well, Priestess of the Moon now going to be coming online. There is an Orb of Venom on the Keeper of the Grove. And with Foggy grabbing up a Priestess of the Moon and True Shot aura, that's going to represent a large amount of damage. Now, the downside right here is whether or not the Demon Hunter can mana burn out the Lich and that Death Knight in time to neutralize that Priestess of the Moon. That Priestess of the Moon is a walking damage buff, as the Priestess of the Moon, well, sits at the marketplace waiting to, well, buy some nice items. All right, Lich still looking to engage, perhaps finish off the Murloc army here. Keeper of the Grove looking to back up, and, well, just not having enough information. That is the problem right now. This is the perfect opportunity to strike, and he is not engaging at all. Priestess of the Moon looks like it picks up Wand of Illusion. Perhaps he can get some illusions out in play to make it difficult to spot as well. All right, Trent's joining in. Just a volley of attacks, finishing off the Nightcrawlers. The Archer getting taken down here. Tome of Knowledge going to be picked up. Come on, pick up the Tome of Knowledge. It's right there. No, yeah, it is right there. All right, 1 to every stat, apparently not that important. Back inside the main base, we are getting up Abominations, Disease Cloud, a Temple of the Damned, most likely to get, well, anti-magic shell for those Banshees, as the Priestess of the Moon shifts back off to the north here, still not clearing out this creep camp here, the Gargantuan Sea Turtle, and giving level 2 to the Priestess of the Moon, apparently not that important, as we could be looking at an Orb of Venom, another purchase of Orb of Venom by Foggy, to get, well, triple Orb of Venoms onto all of his heroes. We've seen how effective Orb of Venom can in fact be, and, well, it looks as though the Demon Hunter going to have it first before that Priestess of the Moon, as we could be also going into Owl Scouts. Happy finally in low upkeep. Foggy sitting at 60 over 70. Keeper of the Grove making its way over only level 3 heroes here. Wants to engage. Oh, come on, try and attack here. Is he going to finally engage with this Priestess of the Moon, who's sitting at level 1, who does have multiple Wands of Illusion? All right, that is an interesting call right here, going for multiple Wands of Illusion, as the Gargantuan Sea Turtle absorbing a large amount of damage right now, and, well, is going to end up getting taken down. All right, Gargantuan Sea Turtle falls level 2 now on the Priestess of the Moon, picks up a Pure Up of Vitality, exactly what it wants here, as we are going to be seeing a third Orb of Venom. Not going for Searing Arrows makes a lot of sense right there. If all of a sudden Foggy is able to use that triple Orb of Venom strategy to stack up damage, that would be absolutely huge, or that would be devastating, as that damage it just racks up so quickly, especially on only a level 3 Death Knight. What you can do is, if you have all 3 units target down a destroyer, even the simple even though the Death Knight can Death Coil that destroyer, if all 3 heroes have attacked that destroyer, by the time the Death Coil is available again, I believe the damage over time from the hero's Venom actually offsets a 400 hit point heal, or it feels about that way, as Owl Scouts are just keeping track of enemy units and movement. 70 supply compared to 68. Mass archers. Well, so far we are going into improved Strength of the Wild, and now chimeras. All right, chimeras with archers. No other ground army whatsoever. No Orb of Venom onto the Priestess of the Moon as of yet, but the Chimeras are there to deal with, well, the Abominations and that front line. They most likely will get webbed down, but Chimeras still represent a large amount of damage, and getting that siege damage on those Chimeras also means that the Foggy's army, it needs to be dealt with if your opponent is... if there is attacks on the main base. An army of just archers and, well, army of archers and the Priestess of the Moon and heroes not going to really add up to much, as you're going to see this damage over time right there. Death Coil not being used just quite yet, but yeah, a decent amount of damage. Obsidian statues giving mana to a destroyer always seems like a waste of mana to me. Hello, Coda. What software are you using to import from OBS into YouTube? I'm not using OBS. I'm using XSplit. I was one of the I've had XSplit for years and years and years. I think I bought I bought like the lifetime ultimate pass for XSplit way back in the day. Back when it was super expensive, but it made sense because I was still getting lots of views on StarCraft videos. Now I don't know if I can quite justify that, the original cost, but it still works out well. Foggy going to end up taking a lot of pressure here. That Ancient of Wonders already taking a lot of damage. Orb of Venom on that Priestess of the Moon. There's that third, as the Tree of Life is now absorbing a large amount of damage as well. Chimeras, do they have the siege attack? No, they do not. It is getting that corrosive acid right now, as in comes the damage. All right, damage. Chimera is going to be able to perhaps finish it off here in just a moment. Is that siege attack done? Yes, it is now done, and going to be able to finish off that Nerubian Tower. One more attack should be able to finish it off. There it goes, as we're looking at, well, illusions just all across the place. Massive damage onto that necropolis already, as the unit's going to try and engage, and there you go. That necropolis could get taken down in an instant. No, going to go after the haunted gold mine temporarily, as both sides are fighting their way through. Mana burn, death coil, so much damage. Chimeras are so many illusions as well. Anti-magic shell, as the chimeras are now pretty much stuck where they are. How much damage, what can really be done here, as the anti-magic shell representing a large amount of hit point protection from those chimeras, as the chimeras are pushing through. 66 supply compared to 70. Who's coming out ahead, as the obsidian statues should really be focused down as well. Demon Hunter still being able to stay alive here, going after unit after unit, as a Quick Fiend gets taken down. Demon Hunter, Orb of Venom representing still more damage here, as the damage over time is really starting to take its toll, but the web on those Crypt Fiends really adding up as well. Damage coming across here. There goes another Abomination units trying to retreat back. More damage coming across here, as that Destroyer down to 2 hit points and going to be staying there for quite a bit of time. Archer, is that Lone Archer going to be able to finish off that Destroyer? No, it is not. It gets taken down pretty much in an instant. Archer is trying to finish back here. Goldmine getting finished off, as the one Chimera is all that is left. Mana burn more onto all of those heroes again, as the Demon Hunter drawing a line in the sand, making it difficult for the undead heroes to try and make their way through. Tomb of Relics about to get taken down. It goes down as well, as the Acolytes are still here. Can the Chimera just finish off this necropolis and then finish off the remaining buildings, completely shut down this expansion? 55 supply compared to 60. Happy has the slight advantage here, but as the Acolytes are falling, the Demon Hunter could get to level 4. Priestess of the Moon has True Shot Aura level 2. No, Sentinel Scout level 2 first, for some strange reason, as we're going to be looking at an Necropolis perhaps taken down here in just a moment. All right, damage still adding back up. Scroll of Town Portal to retreat instead, as the units turn back around. All right, Chimeras getting retrained. 60 over 70 ply compared to 65 over 70. Happy is a little bit worse for wear. Lost his expansion. That's going to be resummoned. A couple of Acolytes will be needed to be added here, but same thing. Foggy lost his expansion as well. All right, Chimeras and Archers going up against Abominations and Crypt Fiends. Owl Scout once again, well, scouting out this location here once more, as the Demon Hunter Orb of Venom triple strategy going to be coming across here. Keeper of the Grove perhaps going to be able to add in some damage. Priestess of the Moon trying to get some damage in onto some of those units, and you can see that little bit of damage over time, and that was just one attack there. Could end up losing 30 damage a second, as we are looking at the Ancient of War, well, about to get taken down. Are we going to get a Mana Burn? Mana Burn onto the Lich would make a lot of sense, but a little bit late there. Could have gotten into a much better position, as we're still looking at this fight here. Ancient of War will get destroyed. Archers are 2-0 upgraded. Chimeras also 2-0 upgraded, as we're launching ourselves into a follow-up attack. Banshees with anti-magic shell, a very decent counter against those Chimeras, as the Crypt Fiends, well, are a little bit further back. Another Mana Burn onto that Lich, and, well, Mana Burn after Mana Burn, that does start to add up. All right, Trent's going to be trying to join in on the fight as well. Destroyers are in position. A little bit of Orb of Venom damage. You can see that Lich taking so much damage, down to 500 hit points, and then adding up so quickly. You can see how much damage is being just burned away, as now a Mana Burn onto that Death Knight. All right, every bit of burn adds up so much, as we're going after some of the units as well. Death Coil onto a Crypt Fiend, as more damage added in. Chimeras trying to chase after, as we're going to see the death of a Crypt Fiend there. No, Mana Burn onto a Death Knight, and there goes another burn as well. Death Knight all of a sudden Happy being forced to retreat back quite far. 62 supply compared to 70, as the Demon Hunter Staff of Teleportation's home to heal back up a little bit. He is cursed though. 71 over 80 supply. No Moonstone to be used. We are entangled on this gold mine here. 3 of those wisps so low on hit points, but able to, well, hide in safety. Coming back around, Chimeras, Archers, all in position. Orb of Venoms, or sorry, Wand of Illusions completely gone here. one destroyer could have tried to make its way over and then pretty much been destroyed instantaneously. This obsidian statue is only 500 hit points, and there goes a mana burn death coil. Foggy absorbs quite a bit of damage there. All right, no easy heal for that Demon Hunter, who's now down to 400 hit points. Damage going to get added back in. Banshee back on Blight, trying to regenerate some hit points. There is going to be an Entangle. There's some Devour Magic, but not going to be enough. Chimera is getting into position. Are they going to be able to volley those attacks from far away? Going after, and there's a couple of webs. All right, 3 Crypt Fiends left. In that backside, we're going to see the death of a Chimera here in just a moment. There it goes. Mana burn onto the Death Knight. Lich pretty much out of mana. Death Knight out of mana as the damage is still adding back up. Demon Hunter in that frontline spot. More webs coming back down as another Crypt Fiend gets taken down as well. Archers trying to fight their way through. Keeper of the Grove and Demon Hunter seeing that level 4, able to push their way. And damage is adding up again. All right, Death Knight now trying to retreat back once more. Keeper of the Grove in position. Are we going to see another death of a Crypt Fiend? Yes, we are. As all the Crypt Fiends are falling. Web is going to be one Chimera has. The Lich can finish it off, and that represents a huge problem as the Chimera still has 600 hit points. It is now up into the air. Nothing can attack that Chimera. Well, Crypt Fiend now back out onto the field here. Mana burn perhaps as that Lich down to 187 hit points, but currently okay because of a Potion of Lesser Invulnerability. Staff of Preservation saves right there. There's another web right there as more damage added back on through. That Crypt Fiend pretty much should be down to 0 hit points here in just a second, or 2 hit points, as that Orb of Venom over time represents so much damage. Demon Hunter back in play. Staff of Teleportation. Chimera here, well, using that long-range siege attack to shut down this Nerubian tower. It could get taken down, but no, the unit's coming in from the back again. Death Coil saving that Lich. Archers are trying to come back around, and here we are. Here's that other engagement. Mana burn. Demon Hunter trying to go after the Death Knight, but getting, well, lost back across here, going after the Acolytes instead. Demon Hunter really needs to be in that front line to deal with the Lich and the Death Knight, making sure that Frost Nova and Death Coil are punished if they get too close. Demon Hunter pretty much shakes off that Death Coil right there as the Demon Hunter now looking to retreat again. Acolytes constantly repairing the Nerubian tower. Staff of Preservation saving an archer right there. I believe there's a mana burn onto the Death Knight before a Death Coil could be let off. Lich down to 112 mana. Is it going to be able to get a Frost Nova off onto that Demon Hunter? I don't believe so. As well, are we going to see a Frost Nova? Well, yeah. What is happening here? Mana burn onto the Lich. Lich down to 58 mana again. Chimera is going to get webbed down, and the Demon to stick around. Potion of Invulnerability not in time. Demon Hunter falls as the Chimera is also going to fall, and that is going to be a huge swing. Foggy losing a lot right there, losing that Chimera and also losing that Demon Hunter, being forced to retreat all the way back home as Frost Nova finishes off an archer. All right, Foggy is in desperate trouble again. That Demon Hunter represented so much damage. Resurrection on the Demon Hunter. Demon Hunter, where is it going? Why is it in the back line? There's that Moonwell heal. Mana burn onto the Death Knight. Now Chimera, Lich going to get pushed back again. Demon Hunter looking to perhaps get a mana burn off onto that Lich. Lich down to 116 mana, but it was able to use a Potion of Invulnerability in time. Chimera's perhaps going to try and chase back after all of those units, as Happy going to lose a Crypt Fiend as it gets entangled. All right, more damage coming back in again. All right, Demon Hunter trying to close in on that distance. Banshee, Anti-Magic Shell. Lich could perhaps get a Frost Nova. Demon Hunter does not have Boots of Speed. Mana burn. There's that Frost Nova onto that Lich once more. 3 Chimeras representing can attack from quite a distance. Are we going to see them being used now as damage onto that Lich? Down to 187. Level 3 Death Coil healing it back up. Chimeras going to finish off this Nerubian tower pretty quickly. No, letting it be repaired back once more. Chimeras not using that siege damage. Now finally going after some of those other ground units as well. All right, Corrosive Acid. Perhaps the Chimeras could just take down those Obsidian statues as that front line is still in that position there. One Obsidian statue could get lost. There goes another one as the Death Knight now out of mana completely. Demon Hunter could be in trouble. Down to 71 hit points. It gets taken down again. But, has it done enough damage to the enemy heroes as another Obsidian statue is lost? All right, that attack seemed more as a committed attack to try and shut down the enemy heroes, force them to be going back as the Priestess of the Moon still sitting at 600 hit points. Acolytes back on the side here. How much damage can get added back in? Keeper of the Grove sitting at level 4. Priestess of the Moon now sitting at level 4 with level 2 true, or... Well, no, it is level 2 True Shot or a level 2 Sentinels. I thought that it looked different, or maybe he Tomed of Retrained. Plus 11 damage on that Priestess of the Moon now, as we're looking at the Haunted Gold Mine about to be shut down. Archers are all in position here. Priestess of the Moon. There goes that gold mine. Come on, one more volley. There it finally is taken down as the Demon Hunter able to teleport back in. No mana on that Demon Hunter as it was resurrected at the tavern. Going after the obsidian statues. One more attack should do it. Well, one more attack will do it. Keeper of the Grove can just turn around as acolytes are falling. All right, Demon Hunter pushing back the other way. Foggy looks like he may be able to outlast Happy at this stage since Happy is not mining any gold at all. Meanwhile, Foggy is still comfortably mining on one base. Archers, Chimeras, going up against Crypt Fiends, Banshees, and Abominations. And now only the Chimeras are left. The Crypt Fiends can easily take down... Oh, Potion of Invulnerability just in time for that Demon Hunter to stay alive. As still, the units are going to be going back at it once again. Staff of Preservation saving that Demon Hunter as... Well, he wanted to get every second of invulnerability... Well, invulnerability out of those units. Chimera about to get taken down. There it goes. 38 supply compared to 33. It looks as though Happy could be able to get back into this game as well. The Death Knight is now at level 6. Level 3 Unholy Aura. Tree of Eternity in the middle of the map going to be making its way over here to the bottom left as the Priestess of the Moon and the Keeper of the Grove going to shut down or stay around by this expansion. The bad sign right now is that Staff of Preservation actually teleports through the Tree of Eternity. The Tree of Eternity is actually in the middle of the map as the Demon Hunter gonna perhaps try and go after some of these units. Wow, Acolyte getting almost bashed down by a tree pretty much instantaneously as Wisp are being brought over. All right, the main army is right here. Damage is adding up. Demon Hunter is gonna perhaps try and mana burn the obsidian statues or anything else. Wisp being brought over as well. Crypt Fiends trying to fight their way through as the army is in the center. Lich now back out onto the middle of the field as the Lich pretty much gonna get destroyed the instant it comes out onto the battlefield, and Happy will have to give the GG here in just a moment with only a Death Knight alongside of this army, but the heroes are just simply too much. Level 4 on the Demon Hunter still driving after the Crypt Fiend. The Demon Hunter could have a very bad day. Where is it going? Trying to just wander around here. Staff of Preservation teleports right next to the Tree of Eternity, but still enough for the GG. Happy loses to Foggy here on Echo Isle. All right. Capping, off strat, not your typical strategy at all, but really working out well. I like the introduction of Chimeras with siege damage into that mass archer army. Also, that triple orb of venom strategy on the Keeper of the Grove, the Priestess of the Moon, and the Demon Hunter. You saw that damage over time just ticking so quickly, forcing the Death Knight to have to use death coils out of combat to keep his hit points, full, and then having less mana in combat, especially when you add in the fact that the Demon Hunters were just mana burning both the Lich and that Death Knight, and just trying to be on top of it throughout that game. Happy, even though he had the higher hero score, unable to overcome his opponent as Foggy takes the game. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it.